And our visit with the students from United. Our school appearances all powered by milk and the Allied Milk Producers. Whole milk, whole nutrition, naturally. And Principal Justin Henning on the line with us this morning. He's got two of the standouts from the wrestling program with him in the room. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. So the season just ended for JoJo Garshnick and Gideon Bracken. And Mr. Henning, you've got the mayor in the room with you, huh?
I do, yep.
Oh, it's terrific, and we'll get a chance to talk with them in just a second. But the United Wrestling Program has a very long time been one of the better programs in all of the Heritage Conference and in District 6, and they did you proud again this year, didn't they?
Absolutely, yeah. We got a great group of kids. We had another successful season, and JoJo and Gideon sitting here with me were a big part of that success.
All right, well, let's meet them. JoJo and Gideon, they both placed 5th at states in wrestling this year for their respective weight classes. JoJo, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Wonderful. Now, what weight class were you wrestling in?
121.
At 121? So you go to the state tournament and you meet up with somebody that, I don't know, have you seen the guys that you wrestled before in all of your matches? Have you wrestled any of those guys before?
Most of them I have wrestled them before.
Yeah, so you had a second chance at some of them, huh?
Yeah, a couple of the matches were second chance matches.
Yeah. When you meet somebody that you have wrestled before, obviously there's a period of time that passes between wrestling against a guy and maybe even a season or two. I'm sure they notice different things about what you do, but how different is it to wrestle against a guy that you've met before on the mat?
If you have a move that you really like, oftentimes they will block that specific move, and if they have specific moves, you'll know to block their moves too. Yeah,
so you have that familiarity with them. I guess that means that you have to be pretty adaptive and maybe do something different against them the second time around.
Yeah, when wrestling them the second time, I often have to change the way you wrestle.
Yeah, I bet you. Hey, Gideon Bracken, good morning to you too.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. What weight class were you wrestling in this year?
I wrestled 127 this year.
At 127. So you and JoJo probably meet up on the practice mat an awful lot, don't you, when you're similar weights?
Yep, we are practice partners all year long.
Yeah. So you're helping him develop moves. He's helping you develop moves. Take me into that process. When the two of you are practicing and you know what he's doing and he knows what you're doing, you're working on specific things, are you not?
Yeah, like every coach has said before, but iron sharpens iron, right? So wrestling with JoJo and wrestling with my other practice partners every day really helps me get better and helps the other people get better too, right? So I just like practicing with him because his moves are different than mine, and I can learn a way to stop his moves, but I can learn a way to finish my moves.
Yeah. So when you got to States, had you wrestled those fellows before?
Yeah. Actually, I've wrestled quite a lot of them before in this season too, and in other seasons.
Oh yeah. So you know that they know all about you, and you know a little bit about them too, huh?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about strategy sessions as you're heading into a match and how your coaches get you involved as well. I assume they're a big part of the whole equation.
Yeah, they definitely are. They help me know like who I'm versing and what they like to do, and that really like usually a person has like one move that they're really good at or they can hit really easily, and so my coaches help me know what that move is on the person that I'm versing next, and they just help me overcome that and find a way to stop it and then use my offense.
Yeah. Hey, let's get JoJo back into the conversation. JoJo, when it's football, when it's basketball, some of the other sports, there's a heck of a lot of video review, and you've got footage on somebody to see what they're doing and what they're doing lately. Is it that way in wrestling too?
Um,
Do you ever get to see them on video beforehand?
You can. I usually don't watch video.
Yeah.
But there are ways to watch video on people.
Yeah, and I would assume once you get to states and you see some of these guys in prelims or in other matches that you're not involved in, but you know that you might have a chance to wrestle this guy or that you pay special attention to their matches.
Yeah, if you think you're going to wrestle somebody, usually you'll watch their match, see what they do, and think about what you're going to do.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me a little bit about the atmosphere at the states, because that has to be pretty cool.
Yeah, the atmosphere is nice. With all the people, it makes it feel like a big tournament because it is. And having all the people there is nice. It motivates me.
Yeah, yeah.
To do better.
Now that the high school season is over, would I be correct in assuming that there are other competitions and clubs and other events that you'll be wrestling in here until next high school season starts up?
Yeah, in a little bit over a week, I'll be going to NHSCA Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, I'll be doing freestyle and Greco in the summer.
Oh, yeah. Gideon, what about you? What's the schedule look like for you?
I am going to Nationals too, and I'll be wrestling there. And I've never really done freestyle or Greco, but I might start doing a little bit of freestyle this year to I've always wrestled a little bit in the off season, just might wrestle some tournaments to get me learning a different type of style.
Yeah, I assume off season also has a lot of work in the weight room too.
Yes, a lot. Yep, that's a big part.
Yeah. Do you both do other sports?
Yeah, I do track and field along with wrestling.
Mm-hmm. What do you do in
and
track?
Sorry.
What do you do in track?
I do the 100-meter dash and pole vault.
JoJo, what about you?
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. The voices sound the same on the telephone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gideon, what about you?
Yeah, I play soccer and then with wrestling, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll keep you in shape too, won't it?
Yep, and it's right before it, so yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Well, hey, fellas, it's good to talk with you today. Congratulations on placing fifth at states for each of you. That's a tremendous accomplishment, and best wishes for whatever the future holds for each of you.
Thank you.
Justin Henning, of course, is the principal there at United High School. That's a couple of good guys, good spokesmen for the program.
They are great spokesmen for the program. We get them back next year. It'll be Gideon's senior year. JoJo will be coming back as a junior. Gideon right now, as he's going into his senior season, has 99 wins, so we're looking for him to get that 100th win as we start the next season.
Nice. Very, very nice. And, of course, for United, the spring sports season's getting underway, and, of course, the academic season, that continues, too. You're winding into a pretty important period. You've got all kinds of standardized tests coming up and everything else, like every school district, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So Heritage is in the middle of their academic competitions. We're wrapping up most of them. We got the robotics competition coming up, and then this time of year is big for Keystone testing, PSSA testing, but it's also big for the fun things, field trips, that sort of thing, too.
Yeah. You got prom season coming up. Won't be long till we're talking about graduation.
Absolutely.
Holy cow, that year goes fast, doesn't it?
Yep. It was pretty quick every year.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Hey, thanks for the visit here this morning. We appreciate it so much, and wish the folks out at United continued success with this academic year.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.